I went through tone rules on my tutorials. It took 2 tutorials to cover this. But as tones are such an important part of the Thai language, it doesn't hurt to go through them again. And I've just summarised the tone rules on one sheet. And I've made this sheet available in PDF form on my website for you to download and print. I'll give a link below. And probably the best way to understand it is to do some examples. So I've got some examples over here. And the first word is glang. It just means middle or central. And the initial consonant is the gorgai. And we can see over here that it's a mid-class consonant. And it ends with the ngongu, the ng sound. And we can continue voicing that word, glang. So that tells us it's a live syllable. So we have a mid-class initial consonant and a live syllable. It just gives us a mid-tone. This word, rak, is the Thai word for love. Okay, now ro, the initial consonant, it's not high class, it's not mid-class, so it must be low class. The majority of Thai consonants are low class. The final consonant is the gorgai, which makes a sort of kind of unreleased K sound, and we can't continue voicing that sound. So it's a dead syllable, and this mahanagat is a short vowel. So we have a low class initial consonant, dead syllable, and a short vowel. So it's a high tone. This word ra means root of a tree in Thai, and it's similar to this one, but it uses a long vowel and not a short one. It's a dead syllable as well. So low class initial consonant, dead syllable, long vowel, that gives us a falling tone. Next word, ban, which means house. So this one uses a tone mark. So we've got to go to the table below. And bo by my, that's a mid-class consonant, and we're using the second tone mark. So mid-class, second tone mark, and we get a falling tone. The problem with these tone rules isn't so much using them, which is fairly straightforward, but remembering them. And even after a long time, they're quite difficult to remember. So we've got 5 more down here, and each word is a different tone. So the first one, gai, which means chicken. So we've got the gorgai again, which is the mid-class consonant, and we've got the first tone mark. So mid-class and first tone mark is a low tone. Next one, bai, which just means goal. So the bopla again is mid-class, and there is no tone mark. And this sara'ai we actually class as a live syllable vowel. So it's a mid-class consonant and a live syllable. So it's just a mid-tone. This one, mai, with a high tone. This means wood. Ma is a low-class consonant, and we're using the second tone mark. So low class and second tone mark is a high tone. Me, which means mother. Again, it's the ma, the low class consonant, and the first tone mark, which gives us a falling tone. And finally, the one we covered in the last video, this word is mu, which means pig. And although the sound of the word is the M, the ma, we've got this silent hor heap at the front. So we don't pronounce that, but that hor heap is high class. We can see it over here. So this makes the initial consonant for this word high class. And it's a long vowel, so we can continue voicing it, mu. So it's a high class initial consonant and a live syllable. So high class, live syllable, and it gives us a rising tone. Now the sound of these tones is quite difficult for foreigners. And I really like there to be an assistant here at the moment to help me with this, but there's not, so I'm going to have to try to cover it myself. Right, with the low tone, you just need to go down in your register. So normally, I would say like this letter combination, something like guy. But because it's low tone, I've got to go down, so guy. Mid-tone is just how we speak normally, so there's no real emphasis on the tone. By, that's fairly straightforward. High tone, as with the low tone where you need to go down in the register, with the high tone you just need to go up in the register. So my, and I can't vouch that the tones you're hearing from me now are correct, but this is just my interpretation. Meh, this is the falling tone. So what we need to do here is put a lot of energy into the start of the word, and then let it sort of peter off. It's a bit like if you were calling someone's name from a distance. It would start off high, and then it would fall. So, meh. And finally, the rising tone, and that's just the opposite of the falling tone. So, this word here starts off fairly low, and then you get more energy as you get into the word. So, moo. And lots of Australians sort of speak with this rising inflection. So if you can imagine an Australian speaking, where sort of every word has the rising inflection, it will be something fairly similar. There's a link below for you to download and print the Thai tone rule summary. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and thanks for watching.